Hey guys, it's your brother CJ. Today we're going to cover a huge topic: how to forgive offenses. There is a great story in the Bible where we find the great Master Jesus teaching about a man who was owing a big debt to his master. His master was going to enslave him and his family, but he turned around and forgave him. But later in the story, we find the same guy choking another guy for a much smaller debt than the one that he was forgiven for. And I have found that it is inconceivable for an unforgiving person to understand and relate to a forgiving God. You see, unforgiveness and offense, holding on to offense, is like drinking poison and expecting another person to die. It's almost like driving a car with your handbrakes on and expecting it to move forward. And now that I've said that, we have to define offense. You see, an offense, it was used in the Old Greek as a word that was used to hold an animal in place. It was a trap. And for you and I, when we are offended, we are trapped, where we can't move forward and we can't move backwards. And what happens in life is that the people that so-called offended you will be moving forward with their lives. They'll be joyful and happy. They'll even get married and live a happy, successful life and die. And the person who is so-called offended will still be in the same place. Hey, haven't you ever found that sometimes you can approach a person about an offense that they did to you, and they'll turn around and tell you 10 other things that you offended them about? When Jesus was asked, Master, how many times must we forgive? Must we forgive 70 times? He said 70 times 70 times. I believe that he wasn't after any number. I believe that he was saying as many times as offenses do come, forgive. You see, because our bodies, our spirits, our souls, we are not created with the ability to hold on to offenses. We are created with love. And so haven't you ever found that when you have been jilted by an ex-lover, that the pain sometimes causes you to feel a hurtred or a hatred in your heart? But what I have learned is to change my perspective and to keep the part of that relationship that was love. And I harvest the part of that is love. And I release the part that's hurtful, the part that's hatred, and I release the pain for that person. I release them to their highest good. Why? Because I recognize that I have received love. There are people out in this world that have never even received as much love as you have received, even though you have been jilted. So it's a shift in perspective. I mean, haven't you ever found that a flower will grow up and it will bloom and then it will wither away? Now, if you love the flower, does it make sense for you to replace it with a weed just because you're upset? If that doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense to keep hatred or hurtred in your heart, even after you have received pain and offense from other people. And so there are three things that I do that have helped me, because I have understood that as many times as I have been offended, I have also found myself on the offensive side of things. And so what I do is, number one, I take personal responsibility for the part that I do in the offense, okay? Because what that helps me to do is to analyze it with a clear mind, okay? Because it's not so much about positive thinking or negative thinking, but more about accurate thinking. The second thing that I do is I also convert it. Once I've understood it, I use it to help other people. Because as you help other people, it helps you to learn it twice, and it helps other people. The third thing I do is I try to find closure with it by having personal board meetings with myself. This is where I try to find closure so that the cycle does not continuously repeat itself in my life or in the lives of my children. And these are the ways that I find to be able to release offenses as quickly as they come. Because you see, my friend, things don't just happen. They happen just. The justice of heaven and earth are just as you believe that they are. Okay? As a man believes in his heart, so is he. How you are showing up to life is how life is showing up to you. What you are giving forth to life is what life is giving forth to you. So what's my encouragement for you today? My encouragement is, as quickly as offenses come, try to find the strength and the power to release them and let them go. My friends, if this has served you in any way, please hit the subscribe button and also comment on the link below. And also, if you can, share this with your friends. I look forward to seeing you. Have a blessed one.